Good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. How are you feeling this morning? Welcome to day 224 of the year. Hopefully you're waking up slowly, starting the cycle of a new day and a new morning. On day 224, according to 365 Tao by Deng Ming Dao, our word for today is indifference. So grab your book, grab your journal and something to write with. Find a nice, quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so while we read together. If you can be outside like I am, watching the natural world wake up, being present for the cycle of a new day and a new morning, I encourage you to do that. Focus on your breath to be here and now and present. And let's start reading together on day 224 on the subject of indifference. For a true master, sitting on a throne is no different than sitting on dirt. A true master is indifferent to the ways of society. Ambition, knowledge, and religion are equally uninteresting. Why? Because all those things are in the realm of human definition. Okay, so what's in the realm of human definition? Ambition, knowledge, and religion. That's something that is identified in the human realm. And it says here that masters are indifferent towards those things. The holy person transcends all identity. Therefore, wealth or poverty, good or bad, violence or peace, makes no difference. Dichotomies are no longer valid to such a person. Do you find this hard to believe? The degree that you find this difficult to accept indicates the degree to which you are shackled by dualism. True enlightenment comes from understanding the oneness of all reality. Wow, this theme keeps popping up over like the last week or so, right? All things are one. There is no such thing as duality. It's shackled by dualism, as it says here. True enlightenment comes from understanding the oneness of all reality. Such a realization leads to a perception that all things are truly equal. A master sees nutrition and disease as the same, life and death as the same, morality and immorality as the same. If you give the masters something to eat, they will eat. If they have nothing to eat, they forget that there was ever such an activity. There is no polarity in their lives. We ordinary people cannot do this. So yeah, don't hold yourself to some like higher level of a master, because we are just ordinary people. We make distinctions, defend ourselves and our territories. We feel safe only inside declared boundaries. This is the way we define ourselves, but our identities are also our prisons. Oh, that is such a good line. I think that's going to be my journaling prompt for today. I'm going to reread it. Our identities are also our prisons. So think about your identity or your ego identification. That is also your prison. Love that. Only a master knows the meaning of liberation and has complete freedom. So I guess if you are not in prison, you have freedom, right? So if your identity is your prison, the goal to be free is to release your identity, release your ego, right? So I guess that's the path to enlightenment, which is what this passage, I believe, is all about. And I love how it says, we're just ordinary people. We're not, at this level of like sages and masters and things of that nature. We're just here having a human existence and doing the best that we possibly can. But I love this concept that our identities are our prisons, and in order to be free from prison, we need to free ourselves from our identity. So maybe you want to sit with that thought this morning before you start journaling, or you might want to meditate on it. Think about, how do you identify yourself? What are the things that you use to identify who you are? Do you use what you do? Do you use what you look like? Do you use where you're from? Do you use how much money you have? Like, think about all the things that you use to define yourself, like create this identity for yourself. And then think about what would happen if all those things went away, right? Because you think about all these things that you use to identify yourself as your prison, but if they're gone, then what? You're free from prison according to this. So that's an interesting thing to do, and I encourage you to do that this morning. Think about that sentence. Our identities are also our prisons, and think about all the ways that you identify yourself and how you can perhaps free yourself from that prison. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day on day 224 of the year. Thank you so much for being here. It's always lovely to start the morning with you, and I will check in with you tomorrow.